Thomas Jefferson had 2 grizzly bears that he kept in cages in the White House lawn. He later sent them to a museum in Philadelphia where one of them escaped and was shot and killed. Jefferson also had a pet mockingbird named Dick that he would let roam freely in his office. He would sometimes even feed the bird from his own mouth. The 6th president, John Quincy Adams, had a pet alligator that lived in one of the White House bathtubs. Andrew Jackson had a pet parrot named Paul, who allegedly had to be removed from Jackson's funeral for swearing too much. 15th president James Buchanan had a pair of bald eagles. What's more American than that? Abraham Lincoln had pet goats named Nanny and Nanko that were known to eat the flowers and even some furniture inside the White House. Lincoln also adopted a turkey after his son Tad found out that his new friend was going to be eaten later that week. It is believed that the 17th president, Andrew Johnson, used to leave flour out at night in his room for a family of white mice, and may have been one of his few comforts during his impeachment trial. 19th president Rutherford B. Hayes had the first ever Siamese cat in the United States. His daughter originally named it Miss Pussy, but she later changed it to Siam. Teddy Roosevelt's children had pet snakes. One time his son Quentin released 4 snakes in the Oval Office to scare his father's guests. The next day, the snakes were returned to the pet store. Woodrow Wilson kept a flock of sheep on the White House lawn in order to reduce maintenance costs during World War I. Old Ike, the leader of the flock, ate old cigarette and cigar butts and frequently charged the White House staff. Calvin Coolidge literally had a zoo at the White House. It included a variety of dogs, cats, raccoons, 2 lion cubs, a wallaby, a black bear, and even a pygmy hippo. Sox Clinton was the focus of an episode of the popular 90s sitcom Murphy Brown, starred in a never-released video game for Super Nintendo and Sega Genesis, and he was even on an African stamp with Bill Clinton.